countryside. I went to Fort Jackson, South Carolina for basic. Then I went to, my next year, because I was split up, I went to Fort Lee, Virginia. And the year after I went to my home station, and we went to NTC, California, Fort Irwin, for our pre-deployment. And then the following year, my unit went to Lithuania for about a month. And I will be discussing what Minnesota National Guard does stateside, countryside, and what we do, what our history is. So basically, when we first started, Minnesota National Guard, well, just the National Guard in general, started in 1636 in Massachusetts Bay Colony. We borrowed the idea from England. The U.S. constituted the idea of a militia out of Militia Act of 1792. So like a militia, that's like military, that's what it means. And then, so federal government that means that like the federal government could employ us for the purpose of national security. National Guard is the oldest component of U.S. Armed Forces. And then if you guys go to the National Guard site, you can just go on there, and Master Sergeant Daniel Ewer was the one that I got it from. And then Minnesota established in 1850 1850, but nothing was really documented until like 1856, so they don't really have proof that we really were established. And then, so we established in April. We were known as Minnesota Pioneer Guard. And then nine other companies formed from Stillwater to Winona, also St. Paul, St. Anthony, and those were like the river towns. So I will also go into discussion of like what we do on the state side. So what we do on the state side is we do fire protection, security of department, Super Bowl last year. So that's like fire protection, I got that off of like the Department of Public Safety. We did the Super Bowl last year for like saving, like doing crowd control. In other states, we help with like the major hurricanes, the flooding. We did in Fargo and Moorhead area. So now I will talk about what we do overseas. So I'm sure many of you guys know, like, we've done a lot of stuff overseas, and there's more of us getting deployed. So one of the main places that we have been deployed to is Kuwait. On February 8th, 2018, 39 soldiers will be attending as regional support, and I got it from Brunswick. Soldiers are members of the 347th. They will be there for about 9 months. 750 deployed to Kuwait and Jordan, and I got that from the WCCO News. Support for base ops and security. Nearly 11,000 soldiers are deployed in MN. 280 are currently deployed to other countries, according to Master Sergeant Daniels. More than 700 have deployed to the Middle East, and I've gotten that off of Fergus Falls Journal. So I have pretty much covered what we do stateside, countryside, and a little bit of the history.